Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Khalil Bradford, host of the Khalil the Hannibal Sports Boy YouTube channel and Facebook page. And today, well, I do have some breaking news though. As of today, I'll be talking about the Russell Westbrook exchange with the Jazz fan Shane Keisel and his wife Jennifer Huff. That is now. Well, here's an update for you guys. Russell Westbrook just got fined 25K for foul language towards the Jazz fan. The Jazz fans were banned, by the way. Shane Keisel and his wife were banned. That is, so they're not gonna take it. I'll be talking about the hugest probe that's been getting everyone's attention. That is, actresses Felicity Huffman of Full House and Lori Loughlin of Desperate Housewives. They were arrested and charged, along with 50 others. That is, for the college admissions probe. This involves college coaches, parents, CEOs as well. This is a huge probe. A college admissions, cheating, and bribery probe, that is. And the individual behind it was none other than William Rick Singer, that is. That's the guy that was behind all that. And a lot of the coaches, former coaches, have been released. Some of the current coaches have been fired, that is. So that's all. I'm gonna get into that for sure. Serge Ibaka, I'll be getting into the fact that Serge Ibaka and Marcus Chris, that is, they were suspended. Serge Ibaka got suspended for 3 games, and you got Marcus Chris got suspended 1 game. That is, I'm gonna get into all the other details as well. And the fact that Conor McGregor, that is, he was arrested yesterday. He was released on bail, his 12,500K bail, that is. His court date's on April 10th. I'll be getting into that as well. And many others. So I'm going to start this right now. I'm going to start thinking of how things went down last night. So Russell Westbrook, he gets into with a Jazz fan by the name of Shane Keisel and his wife, Hilary Duff. Jennifer Huff, not Hilary Duff, Jennifer Huff. And basically, what happened was the Shane Keisel, the Jazz fan, says ice those knees up, that is. Get down your knees like you used to. Just ice those knees up. And Russell Westbrook sort of loses it and says, I left you up. You and your wife, that is. I'm not playing. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? I'm not kidding around. That's what he said. That's what Russell Westbrook said. And Shane Keisel, that is, probably was just out of it. And he explained this side of the story and tell how that all went down. And Russell Westbrook, he's been a few instances before with Jazz fans. Yeah, especially during the playoffs last year. And him just getting into it. And last night, even though he's been fined 25K for foul language and for foul language and foul behavior, that is, getting into it with a Jazz fan, Shane Keisel, that is. That's the Jazz fan that's been banned, and Jennifer Huff, that is. Yeah, they've been banned for sure. I'll tell you that. So what Russell Westbrook needs to do is just keep it together. And Russell Westbrook simply says it's a plain disrespectful, and and seemed a bit racial. But listen. Sometimes fans get into it these days with ball players. James Dolan, a fan tells James Dolan, sell the team, and James Dolan says to that fan, it's very rude, I'm not going to sell the team, that is. I'm not going to consider selling the team. And quite frankly, to be honest, James Dolan, he just threatened to remove the fan, trying to ban the fan that's telling him to sell the team. So is James Dolan really going to sell the team? That's what you got to know right there. Now Russell Westbrook on the other side, back to Russell Westbrook, that is, who basically just got fined 25K for foul language and for offending the Jazz fan, that is, by name of Shane Keisel, and his wife Jennifer Huff. He sort of got into it. I'll have you up. You and your wife. No. F that. And all the other stuff. But come on, Russell Westbrook, Look, they sometimes get into this. Ball players and fans sometimes get into it for sure. They just don't know what they're doing, and maybe because sometimes the fan was wasted or faded, you know. But obviously that wasn't the case right there. So Russell Westbrook, what he needs to do is just get his that together and try to focus on the game and not lose it because he could. I mean, he could have been suspended by now, but he's got a 25K fine on him though for the foul language towards the and getting into it with the Jazz fan Shane Kaiser, who's been banned from Jazz games. That is. So foul language and behavior towards fans is completely disrespectful. That is, has been offensive. So really, Russ Westbrook, he's got to at least keep the comms together. Russ Westbrook says it was completely disrespectful, and no one knew what Shane Kaiser said. That was disrespectful and racial. No one knew for sure. So I hope Russ Westbrook learns his lesson and tries to learn from his experience from his past issues and tries to put it all aside. Because even though he's not suspended, I can tell you that it's obvious that Wes Westbrook was in the situation once again, but he got to do it with Jazz fans, and this is not looking good. And last night you may have seen, and you all seen that when you can see it on ESPN, TMC Sports, that is, he got into it with Shane Keisel, and Shane Keisel says his wife didn't say anything at all, but Russell Westbrook says, look, Russell Westbrook, the word should never came out of his mouth. He should never gone there. Look, Russell Westbrook went below the belt. That's what he did. That's what happened right there. He gets into it. He just got into it with Shane Keisel, who's a Jazz fan. Basically, they were arguing. Things got out of hand. Russell Westbrook says, "Left him up, left him up." I mean, come on, Russell Westbrook. You should never said that kind of stuff. You can't use the kind of foul language in front of the fans. You don't want to do that. You don't ruin your reputation. Come on, that's not gonna sit well with anybody. Come on. And Don Mitchell, he talked about for sure, and as this goes to every single ball player, whether in NBA basketball, college basketball, you name it. But obviously, they're not gonna have it. They're just not gonna have it. So the NBA did the right thing of putting a 25K fine on Russell Westbrook and banning the Jazz fan. That is. So it's obvious that Russell Westbrook got to get it all together. Keep focused, stay focused on the game, and just try to, not lose his touch. All right. So he's got to get together. Hopefully Russell Westbrook learns his lesson and tries not to get into it with the fan or with any other fans. So I just hope for once that he just gets it all together, focus on the game, and tries to at least, not get out of touch for sure. I can tell you that right now. So hopefully Russell Westbrook to get it all together, that is, and just puts it all behind him. I can tell you that right now. Now the breaking news from earlier today. As I did mention, though, as a lot of you guys may have already aware of this, that actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, along with their husbands, that is, along with 50 individuals, CEOs, college coaches, college athletic director, administrators, they were arrested, that is, and charged for being a part of a college admissions bribery probe, that is. And basically, let's have the FBI and federal prosecutors that is, involved, prosecutors in Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, they were involved in this. This is a bribery probe. This is a college admissions bribery probe. And this got students, that is, admitted to elite colleges and universities as recruited athletes, and help with the college entrance exams and SATs to get admission. U.S. attorneys, the office in Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, says the bribery probe has 4 dozen individuals that are actresses and CEOs paying six mil to get their kiddos into colleges like G-Town, Georgetown, Stanford, UCLA, USC, Texas, Wake Forest, Yale, and San Diego. Coaches and sports administrators were arrested and indicted. Now the coaches and the student administrators were none other than Rudy Meredith, former Yale women's soccer coach, Donna Heinel, USC senior associate director, Jovan Vavic, the USC women's water polo coach, Will Ferguson, the Wake Forest volleyball coach, Michael Co. Michael Center, that's Texas men's I think tennis coach that is. Jorge Cito, the UCLA men's soccer coach, Gordon Ernst, former G-Town men's and women's tennis coach that is. So those were the coaches that were arrested, that is. All the CEOs, and there's a lot more to this. And, we have Rudy, I'm going to read again. Rudolph Rudy Meredith, former Yale women's soccer coach. Donna Heinel, USC associate athletic director. John Vandermeer, that is. John Vandermeer, that is. John Vandermeer, Stanford sailing coaches. Ali Kashashin, that is, former USC women's soccer coach. Jovan Vavic, USC women's water polo coach. Now the arrest warrants were made for both Felicity Huffman and Lori Laughlin on one charge, that is of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and college admission fraud, that is, and racketeering, and amongst servicing mail fraud. Now, the individual that was behind this behind this whole college admissions program was none other than William Rick Singer. Because, quite frankly, this is the individual that was behind the attempt, that was behind this college admissions probe, that is, college admissions cheating and bribery probe, that is. He's the one that operated the Edge College and Cover Network, profiting elite counseling and preparatory businesses. And let's see, in Newport Beach, California, identified and recruited coaches, retaining clients, willing to pay bribes to coaches and college administrators in order to get admission for their kiddos. Coaches designated students as recruit setters for competitive college athletic teams regarding their athletic abilities to help facilitate their mission. Now, Rick Singer and others, they were the ones. Rick Singer was the one behind this whole thing. Rick Singer, that is, they concealed the bribe payments by funneling money through Singer's charitable organization. Charges brought forth and are troubling and concern all higher education. The NCAA, however, is looking into this for sure, into this probe to know the extent to which NCAA rules were violated. USC is aware of this probe and will look into this matter. USC is conducting the investigation that leads to employment actions and that are appropriate. That is, Rudy Meredith coached Yale women's soccer for 24 years before for for resigning. That is in 2018 of November. She was accused to commit wire fraud and mail services, waste services fraud. Meredith altered a student prospect's profile, that is, and falsely identified her as co-captain of an elite club soccer team in USC. Student didn't even play college at all. Well, student didn't play college soccer at all, that is. According to Meredith's indictment, when the student was admitted to Yale, Singer, admitted to Yale, that is, Singer, that is, the student was admitted to Yale, Singer mailed Meredith a $400K check in January 2018. In spring and summer of 2018, students' relatives called Singer, mailed Singer 1.2 mil in multiple installments, including 400K paid for to nonprofit. Recruiters allege Meredith met with the father of a second Yale applicant in a Boston hotel room on April 12th of 2018. That is, the now this was recorded by FBI. The recording was recorded by FBI. That is, Meredith told the parent that he could recruit the student as a prospect soccer player in exchange for 450K. That is, Meredith allegedly accepted the offer of 2K, that is, in cash as partial payment, and accepted 4K. This all began in 2011 to 2019. The individuals at a high school, and basically individuals huge at a high school, and parents that were applying, and kiddos that they were applying to college conspired with others that others, that is, using bribery and other forms of fraud to and other forms of fraud, that is, for other occasions. Their kids admission to colleges and universities in Massachusetts were pretty much in the Massachusetts district, including Yale, Texas, Stanford, USC, UCLA. 50 individuals, that is, were arrested. Now, they were arrested, that is, and charged in a huge college exam. Allegedly paid 500K to other daughters, the other two daughters, that is, designated as recruits for a USC soccer team, and basically all the other things. There's 25 mil, and the college. This was it was like 25 mil. That is, college recruiting exam, cheating probe. That is. There's a whole lot more to this. Now, Massimo, that is, who basically happens to be one of the wives of the two actresses, was charged for writing an email saying he intended, that is, to have a roadmap, that's a roadmap for success, that is, in escalating and dismaying and putting her into a college other than ASU, that is. Felicity Huffman, who's obviously Felicity Huffman's husband, that is. Now, Felicity Huffman's husband, that is, William H. Macy, allegedly made a charitable contribution of $15K to have a college entrance exam cheating probe on behalf of the daughter. Now, the daughter was the daughter that is was pretty much known twice, and the amount of time to take the SAT as other students, and paid proctors, that is, to secretly correct her answers afterwards. Now the indictment says the girl had a 1420, had a score of 1420 on her SAT, the improvement of an approximate 400 points over PSAT. Now, daughter that wasn't indicted or charged. Now, a lot of these kids, that is, they weren't necessarily aware that were admitted to these colleges. They weren't necessarily aware or didn't even have a clue that their parents were the ones that allegedly got them into this kind of into the colleges already, though. So you got so there were some CEOs, that is, by the name of Gamal Abdul-Dazar, CEO and president of Wynn Resorts Development; Gordon Kaplan, co-chairman of law firm Wilkie Farr and Gallagher 22P, that is. Gregory Abbott, CEO of the International Dispensing Company, were arrested. Now, Singer's associates, that is, made fake athletic profiles to improve the students' chances to get accepted by making them turn average, turn out to be successful high school student athletes. Now, federal agents were found out across 6 states. This was an investigation known as Operation Varsity Blues. U.S. Attorney's Boston office says the probe is an operation that is. Now, that was an operation known as Operation Varsity Blues. Now, Rick Singer did plead guilty to charges of racketeering and fraud, obstruction of justice. Feds say that parents pay between $200K and $400K for Singer's help. That is, payments were increased to $6.5 million. Investigators coerced $25 million in bribes. Singer allegedly instructed parents they could write off the alleged brides as tax-deductible donations to his nonprofit. Rick Singer was the mastermind behind all of this, created a fake nonprofit charitable foundation to launder payments from parents. Now, this is an ongoing this is an ongoing investigation, and there are 50 people charged in this federal bribery case. Parents paid from $25 million 2011 to 2019, having their kiddos recruited as athletes. So, the 2 actors, Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, they were the ones arrested, and 4 dozen individuals were arrested. CEOs, actresses, 2 actresses were arrested. I mentioned their names already. The college coaches were arrested, and the CEOs, the parents, they were arrested as well. But the parents, that is, however, well, I believe I got the parents' names down. That is, I do want to address it. So, the parents that were charged were none other than Gordon Gordon Kaplan is of Greenwich, Connecticut, co-creative international law firm in New York. That is June Buckingham. That is CEO of an LA boutique marketing company. Gregory Abbott of New York, founder and chairman of a packaging company, and Manuel Hernandez, CEO of a finance company in Palo Hello, California. Those are the parents that were arrested. That took part in that were involved in this college admissions bribery and cheating, college admissions cheating and bribery probe. That is, and a lot of folks have said this is the hugest probe that's ever happened. Now, this certainly probably doesn't have any connection to the FBI probe that's surrounding the college basketball industry, college basketball. But this one is taking its toll already. And I could tell you this: there's going to be some repercussions. If there were some arrests, there's going to be a lot of repercussions. That is, I can tell you that right now. And this goes out to all. This goes out to all the parents, family members of these kiddos. So if you're paying for colleges, please don't do it illegally, because this is completely gone out of this. Look, this college admissions, this is the FBI probe and the college admissions corruption probe and bribery probe. That is, it's got to dissolve. It needs to stop. You can't have these kiddos being, turned out to be college recruits. That is, or student athletes. It's absolutely unacceptable. You can't just have you can't have these parents or these coaches get away with this. This guy, last week, Will Wade was suspended because he was caught wiretapping, because he's been caught wiretapping for like a frustration over some recruit. That is, remember LSU's an LSU basketball coach, by the way, because he got suspended. This is a huge probe right here. This case is not going to dissolve anytime soon. I can say that right now. So there was some money laundering involved. There was some racketeering. There was corruption and bribery involved in this case. Rick Singer was the individual who was behind it. So really, the NCAA, and Rick Singer did plead guilty on this for sure. So the NCAA, and he's the one that started though. He's the one behind the corruption probe. Now this corruption probe, this college admissions corruption probe, is getting out of hand. I think the NCAA and all these other colleges need to take legal action in this matter. And it's safe to say that these colleges are gonna take legal action. And this case is not gonna dissolve anytime soon. So when anything new comes up, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. And I'll keep you guys posted live up to date on this for sure. So hopefully I'll just get you guys going as soon as possible. That is so. It'll be real. It's just something that many people can't describe. So that's something that a lot of you guys are gonna be concerned about, and I'll tell you guys how it's gonna turn out better. So I'll let you guys know ahead of time if any new details come out. Now moving to another topic, I want to address the fact that now the victim of the Conor McGregor's of the phone snatching by Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor did get arrested for snatching a person's phone and smashing it. The victim's name was none other than Ahmad Abdizak. He's a UK resident. He was the victim that got his phone smashed by Conor McGregor, that is, at Miami Beach. Now, Conor McGregor did get arrested. He was charged for strong-armed felony robbery and got charged for criminal mischief, that is. He snatched a person's phone, snatched Ahmed Abdizak's phone, that is, stepped on it, stole it, smashed it, and pretty much confiscated it for sure. And Conor McGregor was arrested, though. He was released on a $12,500 bond, that is. He was seen jogging. So basically, Conor McGregor, his court date's going to be April 10th. I can tell you that right now. And I'm not sure exactly. Look, Conor McGregor, he's completed, community service in the Brooklyn churches. He's done anger management. He's done pretty much his April bust attack from last year, that's behind him for sure. I'll tell you that. That case is closed, and he got suspended for the that huge brawl that is of UC 229. He got a 6 month suspension, a 50K fine. That is. So basically, Dana White's got to say something. So I'm not sure as to what Conor McGregor's future holds for him, and basically he may never return to the UFC ever again. And basically, that fight between Conor McGregor versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone, that's in jeopardy for now, and it may not happen at all. And Conor McGregor's UFC future's in dire jeopardy. He's eligible to come back on April 6th, but that may not happen because he's gonna be in court on April 10th. So basically, Conor McGregor may not come back to UFC at all. Just shame to see that. So this is the second arrest that he's been in this. So hopefully, Conor McGregor that is just at least, you know, keeps it together, keeps himself focused, trying to stay out of trouble. I just hope for once that he just learns his lesson and hopefully avoids disaster because stuff like this just can't even happen. I'm wondering what the future holds for him. I do wonder exactly where that all goes from here. So basically, it is obvious that Conor McGregor could be released from UFC, and he's gonna face some repercussions ahead of him, though. So he's already suspended. Conor McGregor, well, he was charged that, so I'm not sure whether or not if Conor McGregor's gonna come back. Who knows? So he may not. This may be the last Conor McGregor everyone's gonna see. So I'll tell you that. So this won't look too good for anybody. And basically, he's got to apologize for sure. Just gotta keep it together. That's what he's got to do. So I'm just hoping for once that he just at least just try to stay out of trouble, not get into it once again. So I just hopefully he learns from that for once and avoid trouble for that. So hopefully he learns from this lesson. That is. So hopefully he's got to think that over some a bit. Now I want to move on to another topic. I want to address the fact that Serge Ibaka and Marcus Chris, they got into a fight. That is, Serge Ibaka got fined, gets suspended 3 games, and Marcus Chris got suspended 1 game. That is, for the fight. So basically, Ibaka loses 448,271 or 276K. That is, and salary. Chris forfeits 22,211 mil. That is, so it's not looking good. So hopefully they get it all together and tries to at least not lose touch. So hopefully for once they just learn his lesson. Hopefully I learned the lesson that is. So hopefully something's got to be done about that. So who knows about that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Board YouTube channel Facebook page. And please be sure you like, subscribe to the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Board YouTube channel Facebook page. Send me your comments, tweet your reaction to Russell Westbrook getting fined $25K. And for the foul language and an argument with the and offending the Jazz fan Shane Keisel and his wife. Send me your comments, tweet your responses of the college admissions bribery probe that got Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin and 50 others arrested and charged with this. Let me know about that. Send me your comments, tweet your replies and your responses on this for sure. Be sure to send me your comments, tweet your reactions from and Conor McGregor that whether or not he'll come back to UFC or not, because his comeback's in jeopardy and may not happen at all. Let me know about that because he got arrested for the second time because he threw a fan's phone that is and smashed it. And he was released on bail. That is $2,500K bail. So let me know about that. And send me your comments, your tweets, your reactions, your responses of your comments, your tweets of Serge Ibaka, being suspended 3 games, and Marcus Chris being suspended 1 game for the fight. That is, let me know about that, your responses, and let me know about that. Let me know about that. Send me your comments, tweet your reaction, thoughts about that, and I'll keep you guys posted on the 11th date. And I'll keep you guys going for once. And Nick Foles got traded to the I'll let you guys know for sure I'll let you guys know for sure that the NFL free
Ladies and
agency.
gentlemen, the best in the world, Shane
I'll let
McMahon.
you guys know for sure the NFL free agency it's underway. Now, I want to remind you guys that the new NFL league year is going to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world, Shane
I'll tell you this right now that you know it's just obvious to me that I'll keep you guys live updated for the fridge NFL's fridge of frenzy that is,
All
and
right, a lot
the
of
new
people
NFL
are
league year
asking me
starts.
why on earth would I ever beat
That
down
is
my
starts tomorrow. That
so-called
is.
co-bestie.
I'll let you guys know about
Well,
that.
quite frankly,
I'll send me your comments, teacher replies, and
I'm
your
sick of it.
thoughts about it.
I am tired of all of the people
And I'm
that
just
have ever been in my life.
I'll
I'm
I'll
not
let
just
you guys know
talking
about
about
that.
all of you, okay?
So
I'm not just talking about
I'll
all
give
of
you
the
guys post live today.
superstars
Everything
in
new
the
comes
back.
up. By the way, for
You know,
NFL
I'm not
agencies,
just talking
up that
about
is the NFL league year starts
the
tomorrow. That
thousands of
is,
WWE
and the trades
employees.
won't be
It's
official
all
until tomorrow.
about
I'll let you guys know about
Shane.
that.
What can I
And I'll keep you
do
guys going live to date on that. If
for
anything new comes out, I'll
you
let you
to
guys
help
know.
me get
All things
ahead
sports in the
in
Clothing
life?
House Sports Boy YouTube channel, Facebook page, and I'll get you guys going for sure. So I'll just guys know about that ahead of time. So I think new comes out, I'll let you guys know. So that's all there is to it. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Bye bye.